Hi, everybody. My name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth, Aries, for April of 2021. Now, on the 1st or the 2nd, depending at where you're at, we have Mercury in Pisces in your 12th house, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in your 10th house. Well, pretty much your thoughts are very private right now. You're not sharing a whole bunch or putting it out there, but it's because you're trying to figure out how to transform what you've been known for. Okay. You're looking at your behaviors, you're looking at the things that you have done, um, and you're looking at how to change this to be in a more powerful position, for yourself. Then on the 3rd, we've got Mercury entering Aries in your 1st house. Welcome back, Aries. You are going to be communicating more. You're going to be getting your thoughts out there. And you're going to be just communicating, taking care of things that need to get done. I mean, you're a self starter right now when Mercury goes into your sign. Um, you're going to be, let's get things done. If it don't work, we'll figure it out later. Then on the 6th, we have Venus in Aries in the 1st house, sextiling Mars in Gemini in your 3rd house. Now, you are putting your actions into communicating in your day to day life, in your environment, and just taking care of those things that need to happen. And because of it, you're loving it. You're loving the energy that you're putting out there. Everything's going quick. It just, going in the right direction for you. Then on the 9th, we've got Mercury in Aries in the 1st house, conjunct Chiron in Aries in the 1st house. And, you're communicating and dealing with those things that have wounded you at a very deep level. Um, you know, that you're worth it, okay? You might not have been in life first people, the first choice of people. You might not have been as pretty as everybody else, okay? You might not have been to do things that other people did, but your energy was always in the right place. You were deeply wounded, okay, in this. And you're going to start communicating this. You're going to start putting that out there, okay, because you have to in order to heal. Then also on the 9th, we've got Mars in Gemini in the 3rd house. Again, you're communicating, taking care of your day to day business. You're doing, multiple things. You can't sit still. You're not just going to do just one thing. You get bored. But that is squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 12th house. And your mind is playing tricks on you about, what you can get done. Or, you need to become more spiritually inclined. But, you know, the best way I can tell you um, is with this energy being a square, I would put my actions and my day to day activities into some kind of creative, you know, endeavor that you're working on behind the scenes. That would be the best use of this energy. Then on the 10th, we have got Mercury in Aries again in the first house, and that's sextiling Saturn in Aquarius in the 11th house. And the groups that you would belong to have restricted you, they've held you back, they haven't, you know, let you move in the direction that you wanted to because you've had to think of things for everybody's sake. But because they're not thinking of everybody else's sake. So you're going to have to start communicating what you want to do and what needs to happen, okay, for you, okay, because Mercury in Aries likes to get things done. They don't like to sit still, okay? But then you've got Saturn in a, you know, in Aquarius. Aquarius wants to be alone. They, you know, they don't want to be part of the party. And the 11th house, that's your dreams, your aspirations, your groups. And you have definitely been restricted in that area because you want to get things done. Well, it's a sextile. You're going to have to put work in it to get it done, but it's time for you to get it done. Now, on the 11th, we've got Venus in Aries in the first house, and that is square Pluto in Capricorn in the 10th house. Now, again, we have, you know, Venus here. You're the center of attention, okay, because you are getting things done. You're the type of person that, you know, jump now, ask questions later. You don't think about things first, you just do them. And that's squaring Pluto, okay, in Capricorn. And Capricorns are very cautious, they're very methodical. And it's pretty much these energies, you've got to incorporate them. Yes, you got to get things done and shine your light and, you know, be out there and everybody love you. But you've also got to do it in a methodical way. You can't just jump and expect everything to go okay. Now, at the same time that on the 11th that this is happening, we also have a new moon in Aries, okay? So it is time for a new beginning, okay? It's time to create something new. It's time to bring a material manifestation into being, okay? And it's Aries again. They're self-starters. They're always real good at starting things, but not finishing them. So just again, with Pluto being involved here, make sure that whatever you're starting, you're going to be able to finish it. Then on the 13th, we have got the sun in Aries in the first. You're shining your light, okay, on the things that you want, on the things that make you happy. And it is sextile Mars in Gemini in the third. Again, you're communicating, you're taking actions in your day to day life, and you're doing more than just one thing with Mars being in Gemini. You're going in different directions with your actions, and that's okay. It's a time to multitask with Mars there because it's, get things done, ask questions later. Okay, then on the 14th, we have Venus entering Taurus. Taurus has just became the star of the show. Everybody loves them, and this is your second house. And Venus being in your second house, Aries, you're going to be focused on your finances, the things that you value in the material sense. Maybe your ethics and your morals, but it's definitely on the things that you value and your material wealth. Then on the 15th, we have got the sun in Aries in the first house, sextiling Jupiter in Aquarius in the 11th house. With the sun in Aries, again, you're shining your light for everybody to see, okay? It's the sun, your ego, you're getting things done again. And with Jupiter in the 11th, you are expanding things with your dreams. You're making sure that everybody is on the same page. You're doing what needs to be done. Sorry about that. My earring fell out. Okay. Then on the 16th, we have the sun in Aries in the first house, squaring Pluto in Capricorn in the 10th house. Again, you're going through a lot of changes in your career house. Your power with your employer. But, you've got to put yourself first. It's time for you to shine your light on you. Okay? You can't let others hold you back from what you need to do for you. Then on the 16th or the 17th, depending where you're at, we have Mars and Gemini in the third. Again, on this day, you're doing more than one thing. Communications, you could be writing and talking, your day-to-day affairs, but it's trining Jupiter in Aquarius in the 11th house. So your dreams are expanding. You're taking action to get these things done. You're taking more than just one action. Okay? Now on the 17th, we have got Mercury in Aries in the first house, sextiling Jupiter in Aquarius in the 11th house. And again, you're expanding on those dreams. You're expanding, the groups that you belong to because of this. You're doing what you need to do in order to make those dreams a reality because you are communicating what you want, what you need to make you happy. And again, Mercury in Aries in the first is sextiling Mars in Gemini in the third. And this is definitely you're communicating, you're writing, day-to-day affairs. You're doing more than one thing, okay, and you're communicating again with Mercury in Aries about the things that you want for you. Then again, we've got Mercury and Aries in the first, squaring Pluto and Capricorn in the 10th. And on this day, ease up a little on communicating about what you want and be more methodical about it, because again, that career house is transforming, it's changing. You want to be more stable and secure. So don't share everything with everybody on this day. Okay? Be more methodical about what you share. Then on the 17th or the 18th, we have Mars in Gemini in the 3rd, quincunx Pluto in Capricorn in the 10th. Okay, again, your actions, day-to-day affairs, communications, trying to think, especially with Gemini and 3rd. Okay, communications, day-to-day writing, you're taking actions in these areas, but it's in conjunct Pluto on this day, with your employer, or, your power. These actions that you are taking are getting in the way of what your employer wants or how your own power is. So be sure, again, about the actions that you take. Now, on the 18th, okay, we have the Sun in Aries in the 1st house, conjunct Mercury in Aries in the 1st house. And things are going to be explosive on this day, okay? This is what we call a chasmi. And I mean, Aries, we know, is ruled by Mars, the planet of war. And when it's in a conjunct, things are going to be more explosive. I would suggest you, and I know you don't want to hear this, Aries, because you're the type that just lets it rip, okay? But, don't shine your light on exploding, okay? Use that energy in a different way. Go work out at the gym. Take a walk when you feel your blood boiling. But do something that isn't going to cause you to blow up. Because the next day, on the 19th, we have Mercury entering Taurus in the 2nd. And that's why I'm telling you to get a little bit more grounded like a Taurus instead of blowing up. Think about things before you voice them, because they can never be unsaid once you say them. Then on Mercury enters Taurus in the 2nd house. You're putting your communications into the things that are to help you bring value to your life, okay? Because Taurus in the 2nd is all about our material wealth, the things that we value. And with Mercury being there, you're going to be communicating in a more grounded way about what you want to get done, about what you need to get done in order to get to the things that you value. Then also on that day, we have the Sun entering Taurus in our 2nd house. And the Sun is going to shine its light on your finances and making them more stable over the next 30 days. Because that's what you want ultimately. Then on the 22nd, we have Venus conjunct Uranus in Taurus in the 2nd house. And things are going to change for you financially. You're going to get more grounded about your finances, um, about what you value. Okay, you want things to bring value to your life in order to put your time in there. Okay, you want to do what you love. Okay, and there are going to be changes that happen because you are doing what you love. Then on the 23rd, we have Mars entering Cancer in the fourth house for you. You're going to be a little bit more, you know, how can I put that? You're more family orientated right now. You want to do things around the home to build your foundation strong. You're also going to be communicating with your family more because and be more emotional because Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is our emotions. So you are going to be more emotional with your family, and you're putting actions there about what you want, the things you want to happen. Um, then on the 23rd or 24th, we have got Mercury conjunct Uranus in Taurus in the second house. And there's going to be changes in the way that we communicate that are going to make us more stable and put us on more sure footing financially. Then on the 24th through the 25th, we've got Venus in Taurus in the second house. That's definite money, but it's squaring Saturn in Aquarius in the 11th house. Again, Saturn's restricting your dreams. He's restricting your goals, your aspirations, the groups that you belong to. And it's because, you need to get more grounded with your finances before you, get over here into the groups endeavor. Okay? And he's not going to be done there for a minute. He's still in Aquarius. So for you, he's restricting those dreams and those aspirations you have. Then on the 25th, we have got Mercury in Taurus in the second house. Okay, now he's going to be restricting your communications to bring you the stability that you want with those dreams. Okay, because Saturn again in your 11th house restricting your dreams. He's restricting the goals, the aspirations that you have. Then that same day, we've got Mercury in Taurus in the second house, conjunct Venus in Mercury in the second house. And you're going to be communicating what you love and what you value. And that's a good thing. You have to communicate in order to move forward, to make yourself more stable. Because if you can't communicate what you love and what you value, whether it be about another person or about the material goals that you have, then it's not going to happen. Okay, you've got to put the energy out there into the world for it to come back to you. Then on the 26th, we have a full moon in Scorpio. Okay, and of course, that's Moon Scorpio opposed the Sun in Taurus in the second, and it's an ending there happening, and you're shining your light on what you value. Okay, and it's going to bring you into a conscious awareness of how something, whether it be your own self-destructive behavior, whether it be somebody else's finances, um, but something here is taking you to a higher consciousness, because Scorpio and the moon in Scorpio, they want depth. Anything else is not acceptable. And I mean, if you're having dark feelings, then they're going to end, and it's going to be time for you to become more consciously aware of how your thoughts are dictating what's happening in your material wealth. Then on the 27th, we have Pluto retrograding, okay? First retrograde planet, okay? And we've been going forward in all of our planets. So Pluto, we don't really feel him too much in a retrograde position. He is just giving us time to reflect on the transformations that we want to make in our own power, by being methodical, by being, how can I say this, methodical, but also cautious. Okay? You have to look at everything, and he wants to make sure that you have. Then on the 29th, we have Mercury in Taurus in the second house, sextiling Neptune in Pisces in the 12th house. And again, your thoughts and your communications are on your material wealth and how you can make that part of your life stable, because you have to overcome, and you got to do the work, of the illusions that you've been living with, in your own mind. Or it could be you got to do the work to communicate your intuition, or your psychic ability, or doing creative projects behind the scenes in order to move in the right direction. Now on the 30th, we have the sun in Taurus in our second house, and that's conjunct Uranus in Taurus in our second house. And Aries, there's going to be changes in your finances, okay? You want to make yourself more stable, but you have got to make yourself more stable with it, okay? And Uranus and Taurus doesn't do well together, because Uranus wants change, and Taurus wants stability. Well, you're going to have to change yourself in order to make those finances stable. There's something in your financial world that you have to change to make yourself more stable. Okay, Aries, for you, it's about getting your finances stable and taking actions that you need to take in order for that to happen, okay? You've been sitting and letting everything ride out. Well, you can't afford to do that anymore. You've got to make your finances stable, and the only way that's going to happen is by you taking action. And for the month of April, we're going to do the Work Your Light Oracle. Okay. Okay. It's the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, okay? If you're using your intuition, you're doing the right thing, okay? The pillar of light, you know, that is telling me that you're leading others, okay? You have to lead others in order to get where they want to go. And the only way you can do that is by leading others in a way that is righteous. You can't lead others in a way that is going to be manipulative or in a way that hurts them but helps you, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to put this. I mean, pillar of light, it's, you know, you've rose above a lot of things in your life. And it's time for you to just shine that light for others to see. And in shining your light, you're going to bring people to you that are going to help you to manifest the things that you want. I mean, because right now, you're a conduit for the universe. You know, the heavens are talking to you and telling you how you need to do things and where you need to go. You know, I mean, think of a rainbow, okay? And I use this metaphor on my Facebook today. Think of a rainbow. A rainbow's many different colors. And our world has many different colors. We have different races. We have different religions. We have different philosophies. Well, as a conduit, you have to understand all these sides, okay? And then once you understand all of these sides, you can help to bring people together in a way that will allow them to heal their own wounds against what they don't understand. Okay? You have to live your life in a higher vibration no matter what is going on around you. Let other people live their journey, okay? But you have to live your journey and be authentic to yourself. So just bring that rainbow together, okay? Let each person be their own individual self and let them see how being their individual self can form a beautiful rainbow when they work together in the collective. Well, that is what I see for you. You have to work on the things that you value this month. You have to put yourself out there, you know, and use your intuition. Use your psychic ability, that higher knowing that you have, and bring everyone together so that they can be that rainbow together instead of fighting. Well, have a blessed April, Aries, and I will see you next month in May. Wow, 3 months are already gone, and we're going into our 4th month. Time sure does fly, so use it wisely. Love you. See you next month. Bye.